Hello everyone, in this short video I will show you how to apply a high heels pose on any character in Unreal Engine. So let's get started. First let's create a folder for our new assets. And we'll create a new asset which will be Anim Layer Interface. Let's call it Ali Full Body Pose Mod. Let's open the asset and first click this little plus button on the right side to add input. And now let's rename the default animation layer to Full Body Pose Mod. Now let's rename the default group to Full Body. It will be useful later. Now we can compile and close the asset. Now let's create an animation blueprint. Let's choose our skeleton which we want and name it ABP High Heels. In the class settings, find implemented interfaces and add our full body pose mod interface there. Then go to animation layers and click on our full body pose mod layer. Add a transform modify bone node. And in bone to modify, specify the right foot. Now in the rotation settings, change it from ignore to add to existing, and rotation space, specify bone space. Now let's add a rotation in the node. X will be -5, Y0 and Z 35. Now duplicate the node and just change the bone from right foot to left foot. Now duplicate the node twice and change the bone to modify to right ball and left ball, which is basically end of the foot, and change rotation to rotation Z to -30. Now let's add another transform modify bone node. This time we'll be using pelvis, and we'll be changing not the rotation but translation and in component space, and let's add like 10 to Z axis only. Now let's open our main animation blueprint and we'll inject our layer here. So first let's make it implement the same animation layer interface. Then drag the full body pose mode to the main anim graph. Now let's open the full body pose mode and just connect input with output. This is necessary to whole animation graph working if we don't use the high heels pose. Now in this linked anim layer node, just specify in the instance class the ABP high heels. Let's see how it works. Okay, looks nice, but there is one element missing, which is very important. I mean the spine rotation. Let's add it for the final effect. Let's open again our ABP high heels, and we'll be adding 2 more nodes. The nodes will be with bones spine 01 and spine 02. The rotation mode add to existing, and rotation space bone space. Then in the first node with spine 01, add rotation only to Z at 30 degrees, and in spine 02 add Z rotation minus 40. Yes, and that's it. This is exactly this sexy woman pose when she's wearing high heels. If you find this video useful so far, please just drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, now I will show you a few things which we can do with animation layers and animation groups. In my project I have this BP third person character, and I will do one thing. So basically the character now can jump even if he's in high heels pose. It does not make too much sense, so I want to disable in a clean way the ability to jump when the character is wearing high heels. So let's create a function named isJumpBlocked. In this function, let's get a reference to our mesh. Then let's drag from it and find this get linked anim layer instance by group. In the group, let's type full body. Then drag a get class from it and compare it with our ABP high heels class. Then just return this comparison value from the function. Now we can quickly plug it into our event graph. Now I want to add another functionality, which is when I press H keyboard key, then I will toggle between high heels and normal pose. So basically if the jump is blocked, that means, that's a simplification, but in this project, it means we are using high heels layer. Then we'll be unlinking this animation layer, but if jump is not blocked, then we'll be linking this animation layer back. So basically we are using this unlink anim class layers and link anim class layers nodes. And this is very powerful way of modifying our animation blueprint in Runtime. Before we test it all together, let's go to main animation blueprint and just remove instance class from our full body pose mode. Okay, so now if I press H, the pose changes to high heels, but the jumping is blocked. I press H again and the animation is now back to normal and I can jump again. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.